All right, so let's discuss something that caught my attention. So there was a couple of tweets that I saw from Jon Feliciano. To me, his message was, early part of the offseason, he said he's retired. He said he's done with football. But the one thing he did say in the early part of the offseason was he didn't rule out returning. He said the Niners and Bills are a legit team, a contender that he'd be interested in coming back to football with. He said give him a call. So it's one of those situations. So he's open for those returns, for those teams. Those are the two teams he's very interested in returning to. So now that you're seeing the comments, some Niner fan asked what would it take for him to unretire, and he said have John Lynch give him a call. So in his own mindset, he's actually kind of scratching and crawling to come back. I think he's looking to come back to play football because he hasn't done training camp and all that stuff, but you can tell a guy that's been working out in the offseason, he's probably been thinking, man, I just love to come back and play football. Man, I just wish I can just go out there. In his own mind, he's retired, but in his own mindset, he just wants to play. I think he has one more in him. And the crazy part is, I don't think he's going to ask too much money. The Niners can sign him on a bargain contract, and he'll take it. And he's already knowing the system. He knows how to run our system. He can play guard or center. He can be one of those guys. Worst case scenario, he can be our other tackle in case Trent gets hurt. That's the worst he can do, but he can't be any worse than that. And you don't have to worry about it, man. He's one of those guys. So if Ben Barch can't stay healthy, you can plug in Feliciano there. If Jake Brendo is hurt or can't step up, just put in Feliciano out there. Maybe he has to get back in football shape, but still, him and Trent are like dogs, bro. So I'd be okay with this move. What I don't understand is, he kind of just says his body's just not feeling it, but I think he's got the adrenaline of saying, you know what, fuck it, I want to come back. In his own mindset, he really wants to come back. He's already keeping track with the 49ers. He's talking about guys like Chase Lucas and quite a few other players. So there is that vibes that he still keeps in contact with Niners. He still watches them from a side, So I think he really is open to returning. It just really depends on John Lynch and the 49ers front office. I think it really has to come down to something reasonable. But he said his body just feels broken. So maybe he's taking enough rest as possible. But you're going to need to get back in football shape, of course. But I think he's already been hitting the gym in the offseason. So I think hitting the gym for a guy like at his age is pretty normal. That's like Trent Williams. So maybe you'll probably get him just at a good situation. Maybe mid-season or later part of the season, he can plug in and play well, and the offensive line should be able to gel pretty good. So I think this would be a good circumstances. But should the 49ers sign Jon Feliciano? Should they get him? Let me know in the comments, man. Bring in a familiar face. He didn't even play last year. So maybe he makes up for last year, and maybe he does more for last year, We'll see.